So you really can't save anyone. And that doesn't mean that you can't be kind, can't be compassionate, empathetic, or that you can't offer a hand. What it's saying is, I think we have a tendency to get so involved with other people trying to help them that we forget ourselves in the process. And it's draining. It really is. I mean, if you've ever tried to work with somebody to maybe help them get off of drugs or alcohol or get out of a dirty relationship that is bringing them down, or whatever the case may be, it gets to be exhausting. So you can offer a hand and offer kindness and do some of the things that you feel are fitting for the situation. But don't forget yourself in the process, you know? And I know a lot of people like to think that that's selfish, and it is, but it all begins with the self. All things begin with the self. And that's not a direct quote, but it is a very loose quote from Ramana Maharishi. He talks about the self a lot, not in his writings, but in the conversations that he's had. It's always the finger pointing inward. That's where justice happens. That's where happiness comes from, as fleeting as that is. We always need to take a moment for ourselves, to be who we are, to look deeper into ourselves, our traumas, our problems, our issues, to find out the who am I. I've known people, including myself, that have wasted a lot of time trying to heal someone else and forgetting about themselves. Do what you need to do for you, first and foremost. Because when we do things for ourselves, especially the deep work, the shadow work, the spirituality, we're doing that for everybody. Liberation is for all beings, always. It puts out a spark of energy that is almost unfathomable. It's a type of power that goes out into the universe and goes out into the world at large, and it helps all beings. Because if you don't love yourself, how are you possibly going to love anyone else? And there's beauty in that. So don't get caught up in that small stuff. You know, you can't save your spouse. You can't save your relationship. You can't save your children or your friends by putting yourself on the chopping block. Because it's a very tiring pursuit, trying to help somebody else that isn't anywhere near helping themselves. Most people just want to vent. They just want to get the thing off of their chest, but not actually solve the issue that got it on their chest in the first place. And my God, it is painful as hell to watch somebody go down that spiral, just jump off the edge of a cliff. It is, especially when you know that, like, it's the chasing of the tail that's causing the issue. It's the drugs, it's the alcohol, it's the dopamine hits, it's the attachments to things that are not necessarily necessary for being attached to. So do what you do in love. Be kind, but don't kill yourself for it. Much love.